Guys, welcome back to the Muddy Boots Journal. Today we're on the allotment. I'm going to start putting up a fence. I feel as you drive in the gate you can see I'm the first allotment that you can see, so I have no privacy, so I do need to kind of get some sort of fence up today. I feel like sometimes we come to our allotment just to get away from people and I'm right open and everyone's saying hello, so yeah, I just need to get the fence up today. So let me show you my supplies and how I'm going to do my fencing. See guys, all our posts are in place. We have recycled some of our old posts from our old allotment, so the skinnier ones, the pencil posts, they have come from the old allotment, and then we have purchased some larger ones as new. These are 6-foot posts and 2 foot in the ground, so they're 4 foot in height now, and that job is already done. They're the whole way around. So let me show you what we got. This is the supplies we purchased. We bought this netting. I find this netting really good for fencing because it does give you a sense of privacy. Depending on how high you want to go with it, I'll be going as high as I can, so I'll be going to 4 foot with it. So we bought this online, this is where we purchased it, homeland.ie. It's really cheap, and all you need, the only supplies you need with it is your zip ties and some wire to run through the top of it. And it's really secure. I have tried this before. Guys, we've run into our first problem of the day. So we need this netting to go around this pole. However, we're beside the neighbours, but there is massive screws in her fence that we could get the netting around. If the screws weren't there, we could squeeze it through. But yeah, first problem of the day. Hopefully that's the last. So first problem solved. We got rid of all of the screws down along. We just ran the fence through the gap. So first obstacle sorted. Let's see what else we come across. So guys, as you can see, we have the first bit up so far. If you can see how I did it, so it's just literally zip ties, 3 of them, 1 in the middle and then 1 down the bottom. The aim for this fence is to run wiring through the top bit to kind of give it a bit more security at the top, and then it wraps around the pole for a bit more security. But already I'm feeling I have a bit of privacy here. I'm starting to like it. Look at that sky. We're going to get caught in the rain. Hi guys, I'm back. What a disaster of a day. It started off with because I'm at the top of the allotment, so everyone that comes through the gate see my plot, and for some reason today everybody decided that they wanted to have a chat with me, so I spent half my day talking and got very little work done, to be honest. Well, I got less done than I wanted to get done, but as you can see behind me, my fence is up, and I'm happy about that. Didn't get it finished though. I still have to do the wiring in it, but that's another video. Yeah, it took a while to get it up due to the amount of distractions we've had today. It was crazy. The weather as well isn't too good. Look at that sky, holy crap, it's going to open. But yeah, so I'm going to give you a quick look at what we have got done today. Still a bit more work though to kind of fully secure it, but yeah, I do think it's a big step towards what was. So if you can see, we have secured it to all the posts the whole way around. I initially said that this was going to be 4 foot, but we went a bit higher with it because it's to my year and I'm 5 foot, so it's a bit more than 4 foot. But yeah, very happy with it. However, we still need to show you the wiring. So we have wire that will go here and it'll run through these little loops and just tighten everything together, but that's just all in another day's work because we just didn't have enough time today. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit darker now and we are due a lot of rain, so we just didn't get it finished. What we did do today, which we didn't plan, was put the wood at the bottom of the fencing. Now this wood was recycled from my last plot, so it just kind of makes everything look a wee bit tidier and nicer. Now we still have more little bits to do. I ran into so many problems today between the post being too wide for the zip ties, because this is only secured in place with zip ties, 3 zip ties, and it's efficient enough. It really does work. This corner here that I showed you earlier with the screws, God, that must have took us around a half hour to get the screws out and get the netting in. So it was a bit of a disaster there. However, this over here was another issue that we ran into. Just seem to be running into issues now. We're running the wood along, and then all of a sudden we come to a stump. So this is the stump of a tree that we cut down, and we just had to cut the wood to it, and then we'll have to start the other side. So we'll start over here across, but not what I wanted. But look, I can't get that out. It's just the roots are way too big. But yeah, this is where I decided to put my gate, which we will have soon. And how lucky am I? Look how close I am to the water supply, like literally 2 steps outside. So the location is really good for, like, it gets a lot of sun at this plot. The whole plot gets sun, which is really good, and I'm right beside water. The only thing is, everyone that comes through the gates automatically see me first and obviously want to have chats, so it does slow me down in my work. If that's my only problem, I'm all right. I don't mind chatting to people, you know, but when I start getting stuff in and stuff growing and the season comes in for spring, everyone is going to be busy. They're going to be talking less. They're going to want to be working on their own allotments. I think they're just really, really curious as to how we're setting up the allotment and what we're doing, because it's the one people coming back all the time. Oh, what are you doing now? And oh yeah, you've got your fence up, and what's your plan for your bed? So yeah, they're just very curious. So, but look, I think it will die down. But look guys, thanks a million. I'm heading home, I'm done. See you next time.